You know, you wanted to do this so much, and here you are sitting here just like, I'm not gonna do anything, and you're just right there. You're like, you're gonna do anything. You're right there. You're like, guess what, Cooper? Hey-o! Look at that.
No. No.
What's up, everybody?
Hola.
So, like, seconds before we started, Cooper's like, I'm gonna do the hey-o. I'm like, okay.
It's awkward because no one was talking.
Well, of course no one's talking. No one's going to talk until we decide it's time to talk. You gotta move closer to me. You're too far over there. All right. So I'm Judge James,
I'm Cooper.
and this is Living for Crits, the Sans Eevee edition, because there's no Eevee.
Did you say Sans?
Yeah, Sans means without.
Oh.
So, and so yeah, Eevee is on vacation at the beach. Eli is on vacation in Pittsburgh, and Cooper has camp this week. Therefore, he is the co-host tonight. So, you know, some of you may know him from his YouTube videos showing off the Dwarven Forge builds.
That I play in most of the time.
Yes. Yes, you do more of the Dwarven Forge playing than the other kids do in the house. So, not much news tonight. We're preparing for a big 4th of July weekend event here in the Dungeon Tavern. I did go and find a copy of Clásicos del Mazmorio, the Spanish translation of Dungeon Crawl Classics, at a comic book store in Spain. I ordered it from there. It cost like 42 euros for the book and like 60 euros to ship it. It's like $120 I spent in this book. So I hope that my fluency comes quickly in Espanol. Um, so did I say Happy Father's Day yet? I know
No.
Greg said it. No?
You haven't said it yet.
Oh. Well, happy Father's Day, everybody. We really don't do anything for Father's Day here. We just sort of like have a truce where if we don't require if Jen doesn't like make me do anything for Mother's Day, I don't have to do anything for Father's Day, and it's a good deal. Okay. All right. So instead of Judge Evie presides, since there is no Judge Evie right now, we are going to do something. Hey, look, I'm going to do our picture here. Look at that. There you go.
Okay.
That's our picture. We're going to do something called Cooper Gaming. So it's Cooper presides, I guess. But we're going to ask Cooper questions about his gaming because he's like, I want to come on and talk about my gaming, and it's like his gaming's video games.
It's like all the time.
But since we're here, we're going to ask him a few questions, and then we'll get to the meat of our show. So, Cooper, what are some of your favorite video games that you are playing right now?
Minecraft, Phasmophobia, most of the time. I have almost 60 hours in the game, so.
How many hours do you have in Minecraft?
I mean, I don't know how many I have on the on Java Edition, but I do know that I have like 1,500 maybe less hours
on the Switch.
Yes.
It's insane.
Because you didn't have it on the computer yet.
All right, so we've done some co-op gaming this year on the Switch. What was your favorite co-op gaming experience this year?
I mean, did we finish Diablo this year or was that last year?
That was this year. Do you think it was Diablo 3?
Yes.
So Diablo 2 comes out in September.
Like the revamped version?
Yeah, which we'll have to finish. So maybe we can swap. Maybe you can be the magic casting character this time, and I'll be like an assassin or something.
Wait.
We have a question. Is the wrap on Evie's phone? Yes, the wrap is on Evie's phone, and neither Cooper nor I are going to attempt the wrap without Evie.
I'm bad at rapping too.
Yeah, there you go. So Cooper's not good at rapping.
I sing, but I'm bad at rapping.
Exactly.
I can't rap.
So next week, Greg, next week, I think she'll be back by next Sunday.
Yeah, Evie said that she'll be gone the entire week.
I think we'll be back by next Sunday. Next Sunday we're going to Medieval Times, but I think we'll be back by then. That's in the afternoon.
We can do another show next week where we talk. Well, we're already doing another show next week.
What? We could do another show next week where we talk, or we're already doing another show next week? What's that mean?
I got confused.
Next question. Is there anything you remember about tabletop gaming? Next question. When are we going to start indoctrinating your friends into the tabletop gaming world?
I mean, they never really
We've been
said.
talking about it.
They
We've been
never really
trying
said
to.
when.
We've been trying to have them over. I'm trying to work out a new gaming schedule because my work schedule's gotten kind of crazy. So I think we're gonna try to make like Friday nights be some kind of special in the tavern night, where any gaming that takes place in the tavern happens on Friday nights. So that's sort of the plan.
I only have one friend that's actually in with it.
That's okay. You got to just go out in the street and just recruit more people. What? That's how that works. I think I found friends. I found all my friends through gaming. All right. Well, that's there we go. There's some questions for Cooper. We're gonna move on to the next part of the show, which is a little game we're gonna call Screen Sleuths 2, aka Cover Sleuths. So Cooper is joining us for this game. We're gonna see how this goes. Years and years ago, 6 years ago, I did a game with the eldest two on our early YouTubes where it was called Screen Sleuths, where I gave them covers of movies, like movie cases that they had never seen before, and told them to tell me what the movie was about. So today we're doing the same thing but with Dungeon Crawl Classics modules. So how this is going to work is we're going to do a few of these, maybe like 3 or 4.
I totally forgot that we did that back in 20.
And I'm going to give Cooper a copy. I'm going to show you what the module is and give it to him to look at. And he has to tell us what he thinks the module's about, and I will tell him how close he is. All right? We're going to start with something easy. We're going to start with Sailors on the Starless Sea because Cooper's actually played this. So, Cooper, look at the cover for a second. You have to hold it. And what do you think happens in that module? Tell us the story about what this module's about.
You're going on an adventure and then to find this like tower, not really tower but pyramid tower thing.
Okay.
And then there's this skeleton thing with one eye that has these blue small serpent type things with a shield and a.
So that's the adventure. You're all right. So you're finding that dude.
So
How do you think it has to? What does that have to do with the title? You think?
You're a sailor on a sea that has literally no stars in the sky.
All right. I would say you're like 60% accurate. Pretty good.
What are the accurate parts?
Well, the accurate part is that all this crap you're seeing here happens underground in an underground sea. So pretty close. All right, Cooper. Next adventure we'll do this one next. We're gonna do Hole in the Sky. Why don't you, by Brendan LaSalle, why don't you tell the audience what Hole in the Sky is about just by looking at this cover, okay? So I think this makes sense. Hole in the Sky, what is Hole in the Sky about?
There's these little small people, and then there's this giant thing that looks like it's connected to the floor. And then there's these bugs that are there.
What do you think happens in this adventure, though?
The tiny men like that are trying not to die by this big giant thing.
That is essentially that is usually how DCC works. These are actually regular size men and women, and that is a giant thing though. So you're pretty close. 50%. We'll see if half right.
Just the tiny people.
All right, next adventure. Why don't you tell the audience what you think Grimtooth's Museum of Death is about? So you should know this cover because it's on our wall. It's not. How do you not know where it's at? It's over there. So tell the audience, what do you think Grimtooth's Museum of Death is about? What are you doing?
Trying to find it.
It's not anywhere you can see from here. It's impossible. So look at the cover and tell our viewers what is the plot of Grimtooth's Museum of Death.
So you're in a museum, and then there's this big.
Just any museum?
A death museum.
Who do you think owns the museum?
This big man.
Who is he?
A big man.
But what's his name?
Grimtooth.
Hey, look at that. You got that right. Okay. All right. So far, you're doing pretty good so far.
And then there's this crazy lady that's chopping people with a chainsaw thing.
I'd say you got 100% on that one.
I did?
That's pretty much the adventure.
Oh my god.
All
Wait,
right.
you're like running from that woman?
We'll do one more. This is the Sinister Sutures of the Semptress. This will
That's
be
a lot of S's.
I know. What do you think happens in this module?
It looks like you're in this stomach thing, and then there's these, and then you're playing
Accurate.
as these people that are facing against these art mannequin tiny things. Like these
Art
tiny-
mannequin?
Yeah, the tiny mannequin
Okay.
art things.
All right.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
No, you are right. Those are the things you would see in art.
And they're trying to kill you.
All right, Cooper. Which of the adventures we picked here so far we think would be the best adventure to make your friends play in? They came over based on the cover. Hole in the Sky. You're picking Brendan LaSalle's Hole in the Sky. Why Hole in the Sky?
Brendan LaSalle.
Oh, look at that. Just because of Brendan LaSalle.
Not really, because I want to see. So is that thing's alive, right?
He's alive, yeah. He's asleep.
If this thing woke up, would it kill all of them?
I don't remember.
If it's possible for
When
that
I
thing
played
to wake
it,
up,
when I played it, there nothing. Again, spoilers. No one woke it up.
if it is possible to wake it up, I want to see if my friends can get past it without waking it up.
Well, I have an idea of what we're gonna play with your friends.
Okay.
So, but I have spare DCC core books. I have 3 spare DCC core books. So to give out to friends. So if you find friends that want to play it, I have dice for them and core books.
I have only like one friend that's in. And
That's why
literally
you
it.
have to recruit friends.
I'm not gonna run along the street saying anyone want to do this with me.
Why not? That's how you find friends. You run outside.
It's awkwardness.
You run outside and you say,
I'm not just gonna run around screaming, like, anyone want to do this with me?
that's the best way to do it. You go outside and say, who wants to come into my basement?
I don't think I would say that.
Who comes down to the basement? That's not scary, huh?
Anyone want to come to my basement?
All right. Well, with that, we're going to move on to the next part of the show here. I'm going to wrap things up here. So Kickstarter shout out is Dying Earth is coming soon. I hope it is the Kickstarter is released by or starts by 4th of July weekend, especially because it's going to be a special weekend for the show, the channel for Living for Crits. That weekend, aside from the fact that on the 4th of July itself, we will have a live show, as we always do, with many guests here in our basement. One of the guests who's coming for the weekend is Judge Mark Plord, my co-host of Glowburn. And on Saturday, from 4:30 to 5:30, here on Living for Crits, on this channel, there will be a special live Glowburn that will be airing on from here. So me and Mark will be sitting here, joined by whoever else is down here in the dungeon with us potentially. You never know who will show up. And we'll have our own special live. We'll record it for audio purposes also. But it should be interesting. So that's coming. All right. So Cooper, do you want to do what Evie does and say where people can find us? You can find us at I Live for Crits on Twitter or Living for Crits on Instagram, but he doesn't update it, so there's nothing there. Or search Living for Crits on YouTube. So be safe, be healthy, be kind. And my outro ASMR is, I hope you're having fun, Eli and Evie. Cooper?
I like cheese.
Good night, everyone.